oh, Merry Christmas. Oh, wait, did I mention I celebrate Christmas? If you're looking for PC, you might not be in the right place. Well, whatever. Whatever you do or don't celebrate, I really hope it's a merry, merry time for you. With that, how the heck are you? You doing well? Awesome? Not so well? Well, hopefully if you keep listening and taking action, you can change that. And I keep saying that. You can change that. Welcome back to another episode of the DNA program. It's time for your great boost of motivation. Time for those great motivational conversations, because this is your success at last DNA, doing the necessary actions, getting those needed attitude adjustments from yoursuccessatlast.com. The motivational oomph that you need every single day, those core inspirational building blocks that help you get what you need to get done. Who am I? Well, I am Tracy, the Ace Brinkman, that ace up your sleeve. I am Sergeant Major Motivation around these here parts. Hey, do you know the 7 critical steps to success? You know, those 7 critical things that you need to pay attention to in order to get what you want out of life, to help you reach your peak potential? You do? Right on. That means you've already gotten it, right? And if you don't, a little later on, I want to take you through. I want to tell you how you can get your hands on my free 7-day e-coaching program, so that you can, get the videos and get the exercises that will enable you to examine your life at 7 different levels. And we're coming into New Year's. You're going to want to do this. You'll even be able to start. It'll take you through the process of starting to plan a more successful life for yourself. I mean, however you happen to define success, right? We'll focus on those areas where you might want to see some improvement, and also those areas where you're already doing well. Show you how you can get a few more new improvements. See, it's all about uncovering your happiness and your true potential. With that comes more happiness. So hang out for a little bit, and I'll share that with you in a few minutes. How do you feel? That's our question we ask every single Monday. How do you feel? And we follow that up immediately with, how do you want to feel? Because acknowledging how you feel is good, right? Oh, God, it's Monday, blah, 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 blah. I hear it all the time. But then is, how do you want to feel? That's the next step past that. Because, okay, maybe you've got the Monday mopies, okay? You don't want to be mopey. You want to be motivated. Well, how do you get from point A to point B? You don't just focus on how you feel. You shift it into how do you want to feel, and you start heading that way. On that same topic, I want to go with where we're headed today about the festive holidays. How are you feeling during these festive holidays, right? Are you feeling ho, 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 all merry and jolly? Or you're a little less than merry and jolly? Because, at a time when families are busy planning warm and joyful Christmas holidays surrounded by people that they love, and there are others that are really looking towards the season with a little bit of loneliness. Or worse yet, a whole heap of loneliness. See, almost everyone has memories of Christmas that involve laughter and gifts and toys and giving. Perhaps for some reason, whatever's going on in your world, this year you're just not able to relive any of those memories. Heck, you're probably not even able to make some new memories. That's kind of a situation I'm in this year. You see, here it is. As far as back as I can remember, Christmas was all about joy in some form or another. I mean, if I go back to when I was a kid, it was all about decorating the house with my dad. Oh, and boy, let me tell you what, my dad was all about decorating the house. And then decorating the tree with my mom. And of course, there's the presents. We all love the presents. Now, mind you, I love receiving presents. Don't get me wrong. But I also love being able to cruise the mall and find that gift that screamed, buy me, buy me, buy me. That was perfect for someone that I loved. That joy of seeing their face when they opened it, right? Nothing beats that. Whether you're a child or whether it's now, in my latter years, being a father myself. I remember decorating the house for and even with my children as they grew up, right? It was awesome. And me tell you, we're talking about Griswold level of decorating here. Every angle in the house with lights on it, got the blow-ups right there. You're figuring out how the cords are gonna go. Anyway, you get the picture, right? And then there was keeping things traditions. We have a family recipe that we continued on cooking for the years. cookies for Santa. And there was even a time when my girls started to not, well, let's say, they started to question Santa. So I went so far one Christmas, is after they went to bed, we had a fireplace in the great room, and I took the soot from the fireplace and literally drew boot prints down the little brick area off the fireplace, across the cream color rug to the Christmas tree. Yeah, my girls got up, went, "Oh my God, he's real!" Because they knew there was no way Dad would ever be allowed to put soot on the cream colored rug, right? And then we had other great holiday traditions like find the pickle, all these things. Anyway, I don't want to spend too much time on that. I want to get to the good stuff, right? The reason why you're here. See, all that's behind me. My kids are all grown up. They're in different states. As many of you know, if you've been around for more than a few episodes, a divorce has impacted my life this year, and the final days of that are getting closer and closer as we speak. But this really is the first Christmas I'll be spending without my girls. So, being alone during the winter season can be discouraging. Not only are you lonely, but it's freezing cold outside, right? And these factors combined can really make you blue, figuratively and literally. It's totally understandable. And if you're at that point, I'm trying to jest a little bit about this because I figured a way for myself, and I'll share that with you in a bit. And I want to give you some other ways to counteract your feelings and maybe bring some warmth into your inner hearth. So I want you to try a few of these ideas to warm your heart and soul. One thing, and I love doing this, I've done this in the past, I'm not doing it this year, but I've done it in the past, care for the homeless. Yeah? If you check your local newspaper or watch the community channel, you'll find stories and information about shelters that are doing something for the homeless, something for the needy anywhere in your community. So why not sign up, volunteer, take part in things like being a food server, right? Being a food server on Christmas Eve dinner, right? And serve dinner to those folks. And sit down and chat with them. You'd be amazed at some of the people you will run into. There was one gentleman I met down in Atlanta who was a Vietnam veteran. And he told some of the most amazing stories. And he was brilliant. He had a mind that was sharp as a tack. Some life just got in his way. And he was upon some bad times. Hopefully he's moved on from that and he's doing much better now. Unfortunately, I lost contact with him when I left Atlanta. Anyway, read bedtime stories to kids, right? There are kids out there that are less fortunate than you. No matter how bad you are, there are kids out there that have it worse, all right? They're in a homeless shelter, maybe domestic abuse has come into play, right? That's a great way to build a bond with someone and open a kid's heart and open your heart, right, to another caring person. Many homeless kids don't know what it feels like to have someone care for them. Share that. Watch their eyes light up with pure pleasure when you bring that small little joy to them. Oh my God. Okay? Take some warm clothes to those homeless people. Yeah? Heck, part of some of the stuff you haven't worn in a year, pack it up, put it in the back of your car, drive it on down there, and watch their eyes light up. All right? Here's another one I love. Do something special for the kids in a local children's hospital. I say this because I had a daughter who spent the better part of her life. It was a short life. It was only 16 months in a children's hospital. In the children's hospital in Los Angeles, in the children's hospital in Atlanta, and then finally a long stint in the children's hospital in in Pittsburgh. And these kids, they need that spark of joy, right? They need anything. Go down there, learn a few magic tricks, go down there and do some magic. Whatever it is. Go down there and read stories. Whatever you can do. Stop by the florist, buy a bunch of balloons, and take them in there. Mylar balloons because they last longer. The pure joy that you'll bring to these kids is unmeasurable. All right? Do something for your local fireman. Do something for your local policeman. These are little things that will warm your heart. Okay? So, maybe you don't feel like going out and taking all this action. Oh my God, Tracy, you're overwhelming me with just the choices you've given me. All right? Here, step back and donate to a charity. See, if you're not inclined to, visit a homeless shelter, go down to the hospital, go down to the local police station or fire station, right? Okay, or maybe you're just busy, crazy busy. You don't have the time to do it. Maybe you've got running businesses and stuff. I get it. You can always make a meaningful donation, whatever meaningful is to you. Right? You don't have to be directly involved in their lives, but knowing that you contributed, right? That contribution will be felt, and you can feel that too. So make a meaningful cash deposit, check deposit to Salvation Army, Goodwill, whoever, whatever charity you believe in, right? You can do a little bit and do the donation at the same time. Go down to the local toy store and grab a few toys. Put them up in boxes and take them to a local children's home and donate them. There. You know? Here's another one. This one's a little bit unique. I like this one a lot. Go down. You don't have to go down. You can go online and do this one. Purchase a couple of tickets to Disney World for a child. And you could call up the local children's hospital and figure out a child. And get one for the child and for their guardian. And of course, I'm going off on a tangent. I'm just trying to spark some ideas in your head, right? Maybe Disney World's too far away from wherever you're at. There's Disneyland on the West Coast. There's a local theme park somewhere around you. There's a state fair coming up somewhere around you. I know up here in Wisconsin, they're doing special ticket packs to the state fair that's happening in August. Go down, buy a couple of those $50 ticket packs for the whole family and give them to the children's hospital and have it donated to someone that really needs it. The kid and the family will ever be grateful. Trust me on that one. I've been on both ends of that. Lastly, take a vacation. Take a couple of days. There's no better time to treat yourself to an exciting vacation than during the winter when you're feeling lonely. Pick yourself somewhere where there's some activities. Now, if you're going to do this, you're going to have to be open to meeting other people. Perhaps you're going to find someone that's in the exact same situation where you are, that they're a little lonely over this winter, something that's gone on in their life, and they decided to get out, much as you are. So you're going to have something in common right off the bat. It could be skiing, it could be a spa resort, it could be visiting another country. I don't know. That's up to you. See me? Well, I'm trying something a little different. As I mentioned earlier, my girls are in other states. I could travel down and see them, but I'm going to travel and see my mom. I haven't seen my mom in far too long. Been a bad son. Dad passed away a few years ago, and I haven't seen my mom since. I was there for the funeral, and I've talked to her a few times. I've talked to her a number of times since then, but I haven't gone back to visit. Maybe it's subconscious. Who knows? But what I'm doing is tomorrow after I finish up my duties, I'm hopping into the car, and I'm driving out to southern Minnesota, and I'm going to go visit my mom. Yep. What's funny is after I talked to her about this, of course, she told a few of the other family members, and it was just going to be a visit with my mom. Her and I both got invited to Christmas dinner over my cousin's house. I found out she needs her front door fixed in a conversation with her this evening, so I know I'll be working on fixing her door. All these fun and fulfilling activities because I decided not to sit on my butt in an apartment by myself on Christmas Day or on Christmas Eve and feel lonely. I just decided to take a little action, and it's all blossomed into what I know is going to be a fun adventure. See, it's easy to give in to those feelings of loneliness. But if you take purposeful action to make your moments a little bit brighter and a little bit more memorable this winter, you'll bring in the warmth that you crave. You can't expect to sit there and have it just come to you. You'll get a new lease on life in the cold of the winter by using the simplest of these strategies. Anyone that works with, if something said, that's a good idea, give it a shot. See? Really, trust me, try anything. But do not sit there on that chair in front of that TV and moan about your Christmas if you're not willing to try something. Anything. Whatever it is. Heck, get on the phone and chat with somebody for an hour. Not texting. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with texting. I do it all the time. But get on the phone with them and have the human heart-to-heart conversation. Maybe you can't afford to go anywhere. Maybe you're kind of stuck in the house for medical reasons or whatever your issues are. Try something. Now, over the course of the next few episodes, we're going to be focusing on what's just around the corner. Oh, no, it's not Christmas. That's far too close, right? I'm talking about New Year's. Yeah, yeah, and all those resolutions that you're about to set. Yeah, and how you can be successful, not only about setting them, but accomplish them in the upcoming year. And a little bit easier and a little bit quicker than you think you can right now. So, what else I want to do? As I mentioned earlier, the seven critical steps to success. So I want you to go to yoursuccessatlast.com to get the 7 critical steps to success program. I've been giving this away for a bit now. It's going to be replaced before too long, and so I want you to go out there and get it. And when a new one comes out, you'll get easy access to that. So when I replace this one, you'll have them both. And in the price, yeah, the price is right. FREE free. Plus, you'll be all set up to learn about all the New Year's resolution stuff that's coming down the pipeline. Exciting stuff. I don't want you to miss any of it. Until then, I'll leave you as I always do. Think successfully. Take action. Bye-bye.